Hello, everybody. It's Kim from Expressions of the Universe with your weekly wisdom for June 23rd through June 28th, 29th, 29th. I forgot to check, and you know I always do that. So the sun has moved into Cancer, and currently the moon is in Pisces. So I'm expecting a lot of people are going to be extremely emotional this week. We are going to run the gamut of high emotions from crying to anger, major temper tantrums. So this week's blog for my weekly wisdom really focuses on staying present, staying in the moment, savoring the energy of the change of the seasons, and being extremely mindful of our own personal energy, taking responsibility for that, how to shift it. In my blog at expressionsoftheuniverse.com, I give a whole bunch of tips that I do when my emotions get a little out of control. And so hopefully that will help you. Neptune has gone retrograde at 18 degrees, and I think I talked about it last week, that everyone take a look at your charts, look and see where that 18-degree Neptune in Pisces, see where 18 degrees in Pisces is in your own chart. Also take a look and see if you have any aspects at 18 degrees. Everything from like 18 to 22, because Saturn is in those realms, and Pluto. And yeah, so that there will be an effect on that, and that can heighten the emotions. So I want to say happy birthday to the Cancers. Also, I wanted to thank everyone who came to my solstice party the other night, and thank everyone that allowed me to give them a little mini reading live on my Facebook channel. I wish I could cross broadcast that like to Instagram and YouTube, but I have to pick and choose, what platform to put it on. And so that's a little difficult, and I can't do 3 shows. So Facebook it is, because it's the easiest for me to do a live show. So yeah. Anyway, I didn't pick the cards. My cat didn't pick the cards, but I want to use the same deck that I used the other night for the solstice party. The crystals that I am using for this new energy in Cancer, it will remain Sunstone for a little while. And one of the themes that kept coming up for everybody the other night at the solstice party, anybody who was an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorns, and Virgos, I kept shuffling the cards in between everybody that I read, and every earth sign got the To the Sea card. So I thought that it would be good, since Cancer is opposing Capricorn, and we have this huge opposition from Cancer to Capricorn, which I talk about in my blog as well, and I've been speaking about for quite some time. And let's see, it's Larimar. I don't know if you can see it. I say that every week. These are only small pieces, but Larimar comes from the sea. They're small pieces because real Larimar is quite expensive, and I haven't been able to find any big quality Larimar. And it comes, I believe, from the Dominican Republic. And if you've been watching the news, there's a lot of people dying down there that are going on vacation. I don't mean to laugh, but I won't be going there anytime soon because of that. Anyway, Larimar, when you carry it, it's like carrying the sea with you. So I like that. I'm going to stick with that. So what I wanted to talk about before I pull the cards is this heavy energy in Cancer, the crab, with the opposition of Capricorn, that strict father ruled by Saturn, Kronos, Father Time, the rule maker, the rule keeper, the karma police. It's like squaring off between, these strict rules and regulations. It rules banking, finance, hierarchies, patriarchies, and the focus, and it keeps getting stronger and stronger, the focus is on that softer matriarchal side. It's this shifting of energies. It's called the Great Divide. You can feel it around the world, these opposing energies, the peacekeepers versus the rule makers, and the rule makers trying to still fight to keep being in charge, and the peacekeepers, that's what we need to be, that matriarchal, soft yin energy needs to step forward and take over the world so that we can, be happy and live in peace. But so this energy that's going around, not only is it part of karma, it's affecting all of our energy. So it's so important for all of us to stay in as high of a vibration as possible. And that's what my tips and tricks are. When our vibe is knocked off of its axis, ways to get back into your vibe, because we are the creators of our own reality. We create what shows up in our world. I say it over and over again. So when you are putting out any kind of lower vibration energy, you're only going to get more of that back. It's almost like you're asking the universe to send more of that back to you. And I know crappy things happen because of crappy people out in the world. Horrible things are happening to us all of the time, but it's our job to continue to stay in that higher vibration. Get back into it as quickly as possible. So let's see, what else do I have? Talked about the common theme, talked about being the creator of our own reality, no more excuses. We can't blame others or excuse away how we behave, how we react to things. We really have to have a total mind shift. Now, we moved out of Gemini, which was all about our thinking and the mind and overthinking, and now we're moving into Cancer. It's that softer, waterier, more emotional, heart-based sign, and that's what we need to get into. So one of the big questions that I want you to ask yourself this week: are you still blaming others or outside forces for your circumstances and conditions in your life? Because if you are, that's the number one issue right now, because you have to remember that we create our own reality. The way we react or act in response to a situation is completely controlled by us. Nobody makes us feel the way we feel. We're the ones that make us feel the way we feel. It's because we keep telling ourselves, we overthink situations, and we keep telling ourselves these stories that just keep rehashing the emotions. I can't tell any of you how to get into the place of that realization. That's an epiphany that you need to come to on your own. But just know that nobody makes you feel the way you feel for any one particular reason or thing. It's clearly self-generated. And also the excuses of, well, this is going on in my life now, and I'll change when ... fill in the blank. No excuses. Like, this is something that you have to be super mindful of every day, and that's, your vibe, the vibe that you're putting out. And so that's all I have for my notes from my channeled messages. Now, I don't know. Do you want this? Look at this. I should have put a little clip in my hair. Do you want something from the black bag? I just kind of want to go to the cards this week. Keep it short, keep it simple. The blog that I wrote is pretty extensive, so be sure to check that out at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. By the way, my shop is open. There are, tons of products to choose from, all different price ranges. So go ahead and check that out at expressionsoftheuniverse.com/shop. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh, this is really great. This is great for the Cancer Sun and the current Pisces Moon, and it is release. And that's what we need to do. We need to release these emotions. One of my tips and tricks for releasing emotions is crying. And you know what? People put such a stigma on crying, and crying is okay because it is one of the most cathartic ways to release pent up, built up emotions and anger. And it's great. You have to get rid of it, because if you don't, it will fester within you and it will create major health problems down the road. If not, immediately, when you're holding on to emotional pain, emotional anger, grief, the trauma, it will fester. If we stuff it down. So crying is completely acceptable in my book. Definitely. And think about our tears. Our tears are salt water. So, a salt bath, it works just as well. Or going to the ocean if you can get there. So I highly recommend it. Fortunately, I am an hour from the ocean, or less, depending on how fast I drive. So I spend quite a bit of time there during the summer. All right, let's see what our cards have in store for us. I also want to point out, this is a limbo week for us, because on July 2nd, and I think I may have said the wrong date in the solstice party, July 2nd, we have a solar eclipse. And this is going to start off the eclipse season. We have another one July 16th. Mercury is going retrograde July 7th. We're already in the shadow, so expect delays, expect computer issues. I was having some the other night. And let's see. So this solar eclipse, I'm going to talk more about it. Pay attention to your monthly July tarot scope for each sign, for the rising signs, sun signs, and the moons, because these eclipses are going to play a huge role in what happens for the next 6 months. So yeah, I have to collect my thoughts on that. So I'm going to pan down so that you could see me pull these cards. I'm pulling them live. I haven't done any pre-work for these cards. My cat, Missa, is hanging out upstairs, relaxing and enjoying the nice weather today. So I definitely am going to go with this card. We'll put that right here. And I think I want this card. Let's see, this one's kind of sticking out to me. So I'm going to come back up here. Hello. All right, so what do we have? The first card is Happy, Happy. However, it's reversed. And this is clearly a very good indication of what I blogged about, about what the current energies are. Put that up there for you. And happy, happy reversed is saying that although there are probably a lot of things in your life to be happy about, you're focusing on the things that you're not happy about. Therefore, creating more things to not be happy about. So I want you to turn that frown upside down and try and get into this energy by the end of the week, and revel in gratitude, savor the season, read the blog, because it talks about this, talks about how to go from this to this. It's just some of my tips and tricks that I do, and they work. I just constantly have to stay in that energy, and that's not saying that I don't get angry and I don't get sad, and I do get pissed off at people because there's so many shitty people in the world doing shitty things, but I allow myself that moment, and then I try and get out of it immediately. So, and I just keep reminding myself over and over and over again, like I keep distracting myself from that. You got to find the humor in what goes on around you, because if you can look at people as being absolutely ridiculous when they do crappy things, that also can change your mindset, because somebody will do something shitty to me and I'll just look at them and say, like, what the heck is wrong with you? You know, that you have to treat people like that. And then I feel sorry for them and I laugh. I do. All right. So that will be, this is the Monday, Tuesday card, the Wednesday, Thursday-ish, or yeah, Wednesday, Thursday card. Let's see. It is round and round. And this goes perfectly with the energy that I've been talking about as well. So let's get up in there. Round and round speaks about karmic loops. It speaks about the stories that we keep telling ourselves, and we keep perpetuating that energy around us when you keep going over things in your mind over and over and over again, looking for the answers as to why something happened. This is what the round and round card is, because you will not be able to get out of that loop until you can stop doing that. Also, too, karmic loops, when you keep thinking about things over and over and over again, it's like you're asking the universe or God or spirit, you know, whatever you want to call it, Allah. It's like you're asking them to bring you more of that. Now, I just had a fleeting thought about that, and I don't know. It's gone just like that. Maybe I'll remember it on Wednesday when I channel the energy of that card. Okay, so, and then the Friday weekend card. Okay, so it's the Fates, but it's reversed. And it's saying, this is like more of that energy. I know this is a really wonky week. The Fates reversed are automatically saying to me is that any kind of negative energy, any kind of negative emotions that you're keeping yourself in, you are just perpetuating, you know, that fate from coming to you. You're going to get more of that. You're blocking yourself from fate and destiny. You're blocking yourself from blessings coming from you. And I think all of these cards really work well together for this week. So I'm going to go back to my little black bag pick. Release that negative energy, release that negative vibe, try and get it raised a little bit higher, and hopefully you can turn things around. It's going to be so important come the very beginning of July, next weekend, because with these eclipses, it's going to shine this huge light on whatever it is predominant in your life. So whether it's blessings or ills, that's what you're going to have more of. And it's going to be for the next 6 months. This solstice that we just had a few days ago was the ability to release the weight, the troubles, the worries that we've had over the previous 6 months. So use that as a starting point to restart and, start fresh, start new, clean slate, and hopefully the second half of 2019 will be better for you, be better for me, I hope, because I'll tell you, I have had one heck of a year and I'm ready for some more. I'm ready for blessings. All right. That's all I have for you. We're 20 minutes in. Didn't want to keep it this long. You know I love all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video with your friends. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the bell so that you get notifications when I post new videos, because I will be posting the monthly July tarot scopes for each sign. And within that, I'll talk more about the upcoming eclipses and everything that's happening in July. I may post a separate July video. Maybe that'll be next week's Weekly Wisdom. Visit me and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, my blog at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. Don't forget, I do private readings. I have all different types of services, all different price levels. If you were part of the Solstice Party Show, message me. I'll send you a coupon code for a discount. And always, repeating customers always get a coupon code for a discount as well. So until next week, have a great week. Bye.